Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you as a man of action, not words. I served in the United States Army for 25 years on 4 continents in nations ruled by authoritarians and tyrants. The fight for liberty is never ending, and I stand before you as a man of action, not words. It is good to be in the midst of fellow conservatives. In fact, I recently came across a headline that read, and I quote, "Viktor Orban's anti-woke resistance has made him the splinter under the fingernail of the EU." And that confirms that I am in good company here in Hungary. But friends, I will tell you that there is a global movement of like-minded splinters under the fingernails of the establishment. The French farmers, the Dutch farmers, the Canadian truckers, Jordan Peterson, President Trump. They are standing against the axis of wokeism, which includes the likes of Joe Biden, Justin Trudeau, George Soros, the World Economic Forum, and many of America's CEOs. It is necessary that those of us in this room, along with others who love liberty, to help spread this growing movement around the world through peaceful but forceful resistance. Ladies and gentlemen, Christianity is the foundation of the Western world. Our rights are endowed by our Creator, not centralized governments. Foundational principles must be defended, taught to the next generation, and valued if we are to claw back a prosperous future from the dystopian vision of the left. Human dignity given by God is the core of our faith. The best known verse, John 3:16, "For God so loved the world, every person." That intrinsic value and dignity is why we believe that personal liberty and responsibility in our political and cultural society best reflects our Creator's design. But we all know there is a storm brewing. The Western world stands at a crossroads between wokeism and the timeless values of God, family, and country. Think about this. In my lifetime alone, the Western world has gone from faith in God, family, and country toward godlessness, paganism, and socialism. Moral relativism and spiritual emptiness pervade our societies. Recent statistics, as you've heard before, there is a worldwide epidemic of loneliness, particularly among our young. It is up to us to choose the path forward. Let us continue to fight for a future guided by faith, family, and patriotism. And by that, I mean patriotism to the best political and cultural construct the world has ever known, the nation state. We, you and I, must be the vanguard of liberty-loving people from across the globe, a vanguard of people who cherish individual liberty and responsibility, who will stand firm and speak forcefully to a world that has lost its way. We cannot yield 1 inch, 1 centimeter of freedom in this fight. The indispensable statesman of the 20th century, Winston Churchill, said, "We must confront our perils and trials with that national unity," speaking of his nation state, "that cannot be broken, and a national force that is inexhaustible. We must confront them with resilience and ingenuity which are fearless, and above all, that inflexible willpower to endure and yet to dare, for which our island race has long been renowned." End quote. Together, you and I, we must stand on the walls to defend objective truth and liberty. This will require sacrifice. I have been called a terrorist by one of my congressional colleagues, and he was from my own party. We must not succumb to the siren call of authoritarianism in the name of safety. This is our date with destiny. Let us meet it with wisdom, tenacity, and courage. This is our date with destiny. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless CPAC Hungary. Thank you.